you have to redo them? The YouTube part. Don't you have to redo everything over here on the YouTube? Okay, so it's a new one. Okay, there we go. We need to get a new one for the NNRC, I think. New YouTube, right? Not for NNRC, hold on. Yeah, for WRCE, but not for... okay, give me a second. No, I don't have it here, apparently. Let me go to lives. Let me go in the Creative Studio. No, there's no live in her, Danny. Okay, I have it here, hold on. It's unlisted here, apparently. So how do we change it from being unlisted? You need the code? Okay, hold on for a second. I'll send it to your Facebook. One second. What the fuck? Send it to your email. Easier. Okay. You can chill out, eat your lunch. Because Lance wants you to do a lot of the pit stuff for Nitro, because we have the pit guys going. And you got to avenge your heat.
I'm out race 4.
Okay. Eat your feature food. I got this. And then when he needs you for the pit stuff, because that's when we really need... I'm just trying to get... I'm coming, Danny. I'm coming. Tranquilo.
Go. It's Donald Lander right now with a 4.7 second lead here up on Rusty Mihelic, who's in that number 2 spot. Scott White working at number 3, 9/10 of a second away from the number 2. Mark Moon holding on to the number 4, 6/10 of a second away from the 3. Kevin Bullock in the 5, 2/10 of a second back at the 4. That's 3 minutes down, 7 minutes left to go. 3 minutes down, 7 minutes remaining. Donald Elliott now with a 5-second lead up on the field. 40-plus Nitro Buggy out on the track. Race number 1, race number 2 on deck, race 2 on deck. It's Donald Linder right now with a 2.8 second lead here up on Scott White. Rusty Mihelic in that number 3 spot. Kevin Bullock in the number 4. Rob Lupo in the 5.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the inaugural 2023 RC Pro-Am. We are live with the Nitro Lux 40 Plus Nitro Buggy Heat of 1 of 1. We have 5 minutes and 24 seconds left down now. Please, we are live on the WRCE YouTube as well as the NNRC YouTube page and the RC Pro-Am. There we see Miss Ali Swanson teaming, doing some pit work for him. You see Corey McHilvin. Oh, man, you can see how hot it is. That gentleman's over there. His shirt is completely indurated in sweat. As we come up here through the chicane section, through the bomb section, they did fix this. I don't know how long it's going to last, but we can see that they did go out there and trample a lot of this stuff down. The track's drying out a bit as it's getting warmer, so maybe they're going to have to water it a little bit, mist it just slightly. So we shall see what happens here. But welcome back. We are on round 2 of qualifying here at the 2023 RC Pro-Am. This is 40 Plus Nitro Buggy. Right now we have Don Elliott out there with that N1. I was talking to him earlier. He says this reminds him of Wilkesboro. Heard much about Wilkesboro. The track it was very loamy and rough. And there you can see Don out there with that N1 and that pink and white coming around. And he comes by. And Don's going to throw Don a 34.5. So let's stay on Don. I know a lot of people would like to watch the N1. So here we get to see that Agama N1 out on probably one of the roughest tracks we've seen it on in quite some time. Lots of big holes. Have been filled in a lot. Smooth right there for Don as he just goes over, creeps over that edge, up and over this rollover. This section here, they did fix it, but you can see as he goes down there and he uses that loam as a type of berm. He was telling me that it's like a berm on every corner. You just use the edge of that loam to keep your car in with full traction as it comes down up over. Here we see Josh Garber. There's Don Elliott in his famed Wolf Racing t-shirt. There's Raha, KB, Rusty Millahek. There's Raha. He is going. But there you are with Don Elliott, that pink and white Agama N1 getting it nose high over that triple. Stalling it a little bit on that jump. Coming there, up, flicking. That is going to get ruddy. This is going to be ruts pretty soon. And then we saw that jump get a big divot out of it. Luckily, it's not a jump that you have to really use. Jump, as her say. And Ron comes by with 34.1. So these fixes have made the track slightly faster for these guys. I don't know if they did water it. They might have watered it a touch while we was out on our break. But on board with Don Elliott with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. He's got that N1 dialed. He's been driving that for quite some time. And as we are here, please give us a share. Give us a like on the YouTube channels. I believe it's up on the Facebook for the RC Pro-Am as I share everything myself here. And thank you, everybody, for the continued support of the broadcast. Danny Paz, Lance McDonald. We have Jared Barden, who's going to get out there and do some pit interviews once he finishes having his lunch, because we can't have, we got to get some lunch in our bellies because we got a lot of stuff to do. We're scheduled to be going to about 7 o'clock tonight. These are 10-minute qualifiers, no lower mains tonight. As you see Don Elliott out there comfortably on a 17:10:03 pace. So yes, definitely those repairs have made this track a tick faster for these guys. This is the only heat of 40 Plus Nitro Buggy. I hope you guys are enjoying. Nope, X-Tech. X-Tech says on the other stream I went over to store the 30-minute back and my face turned like a surprise. I did miss the end. Now I'm caught up. Good stuff, man. Hope you are enjoying the coverage. Don't forget to hit that like button on WRC as well. Danny Paz has a lot of great content going on over there on his channel. Lots of on-road racing and whatnot. He has been doing a lot of live streaming for quite some time. As we see Don Elliott out there getting up on 2 wheels. So if you guys are interested in the Agama N1 and how it handles on a rough track, here you are. He's got those late-on shots of the Agama. And Don has been an Agama driver for quite some time. And I'll start with her in the Southeast community. If there's a race going on somewhere in the Southeast, you can bet your boots that Don will be there. Scott White making the trip up from Florida, Beachline crew, True Source. Rusty Millahek driving with his wife, his stepdaughter, Mad Maddie Long, doing very good in her first round of qualifying. And we are off to the second round of qualifying here at the 2023 RC Pro-Am. The temperatures have gone up. We are now at, let's see. It is warm now. We got to be up in the 90s. That sun's out. It's going to start baking down, sweat. Everybody's getting hot. 92. No, that's in Miami. That's just my location right now. Lake Waccamaw. 92 degrees at the moment. We do have some rain coming in tonight. Real feel 106. So coming up on the end here. Let me get this shirt out on the Facebook world so we can go. And thank you all for tuning in. I hope you are enjoying the coverage of the RC Pro-Am. And Don Elliott out there, and him and Scott White having a vicious battle to the end. Let's see how it is when they come by. But Don Elliott will pip. Woo, that is close. Wow. Don with a 10.04.502 and Scott with a 10.04.508. Incredible close qualifying right there as we see Don giving Scott a little pat in the back. The older gentleman out there doing it for us. And a good run for him as we are now going on to the Nitro Sportsman Nitro Buggy, I believe. No, let me see what's up next. Just let me get.
They did change around the order a little bit. Shout out to the on-site food facility here. Cooney was laughing at me because I got this delicious Philly cheesesteak, but it was about 300 degrees coming off the grill, so I was using the fan as a heat transfer system, but
and dust transfer.
Yes, yeah, it was pretty amazing. So we switched around the class orders a little bit. We're doing an intermediate nitro trucking now, presented by Ultimate Racing. We did switch around a little bit of the order, likely for the marshalling conflicts. Makes it a little bit better.
All right, so up next, excuse me, is the Ultimate Racing Intermediate Nitro Truggy. We have Matty Long, Scott White, who's going to just stay up on the driver's stand, Jeremy Talent, Mark Wifflow, Daniel Orlando, Josh Fine, CJ Serrano, and Daniel Stolte. So you're up soon here too. So, and we're gonna, being as Nitro has some pit action, we're gonna get some pit commentary as well from some of these pit guys out here. So that should be good. Always trying to up the game here and give you guys some extra stuff here at the productions. Shout out to WRCE for their excellent work, and of course Lance McDonald's up there keeping the program running smooth as ice. And kudos to the racers too. They're getting out there to the turn marshal spots properly, fast, and volunteer marshals are coming out. Lance did give him the speech. He says, if we don't keep up the turn marshal turnover, I will reduce the qualifying time from 10 minutes to lower times to make up time. So kudos to the racers getting out there and doing what they're supposed to do, getting out there and turn marshaling at a rapid pace for everybody.
Yeah, big shout out to all the guys. I mean, there's a lot of races, almost every race, just except for a couple of races here that have really been short on marshals, and everybody's really been jumping in, making it a group effort to get out there. It's could have been way worse, and I'm sure I speak on Lance's behalf, along with all of us, that we're grateful for these guys showing their support, helping out, and keeping the show moving.
All right, as these guys go out there and get their warm-up, Maddie was looking really good out there in E-Buggy. So remember that Truggy does not count for any team points. It's just E-Buggy and Nitro Buggy for the RC Pro-Am side of things. I don't know why my Facebook is acting up here, but here we go. And remember, everybody, please share this out into the algorithm. Let's get it going. I'm about to share it to the NNRC. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. Stay tuned. The intermediate class and sportsman E-Buggy, we see Alberto Santos. Looks like he's doing the pitting for, I want to say Raja. Is Raja in this? No, Raja's not in this. So I thought it was Raja's car for a bit. There's Raja right there. He was just in the in that main. Raja got a really good YouTube channel. Been doing RC for a while. Got a race coming up, I think, in January down in Florida. So, shout out to everybody out there in YouTube Landia who's following us. Please give us a share to those Facebook groups. Let's get some more people in here enjoying the coverage here and the racing at the first and iteration of the RC Pro-Am. As we see, ooh, we're getting a little bit rough out there.
A little pushing and shoving early on. This is just the first lap, and these guys trying to work things out. But as we always preach in qualifying, you're only racing the clock right now, and when these guys beating on each other, it's gonna help. It's gonna hurt. Scott White with a 33.9, Matty Long with a 36.5 is your first two coming back. Daniel's at a 34 flat. So these guys are all throwing down some good laps. As we mentioned, a little bit of track repair in between qualifiers, and may have mixed reviews on that, but I think for the most part it was just in spots that were needed. If it wasn't for the repairs to be done, the track probably would have been in real rough shape come the end of the day, and we still got all main day tomorrow. So track crew's doing a really good job. I really like how this track is getting that real off-road feel, and it's living up to that name right now. Scott is leading with a 33.2, but he's upside down off the tabletop, and Marshall can't get him. He's not going to touch it till the wheel stops spinning. And that was interesting. They always say don't touch the car till the wheel stops spinning, and that was an interesting decision.
Oh, I missed it.
That will likely drop Scott from the lead. We'll see if Whitlow will move to the front as the scoring recycles this time, as we got our first minute 45 on the books.
Scott White making a trip out from Beachline, doing double duty. He was in a 40-plus Nitro Truggy main just now, so he just stayed up on the driver's stand. Let's see what happens when he comes by.
42 flat.
Ooh, what a long lap for him. Very long. 34.6 from Mark Whitlow, who now inherits that top spot. Mark Whitlow was at the Wicked Weekend, injured his foot there, and is walking around in a boot now. But another guy that races quite often here in the Southeast. Daniel Orlando, Jeremy Talent, Daniel Stolte. Maddie not having a good run in Truggy. She's down in 5th. She just threw down a 32.9. That's going to help her program out a bit. Fast lap of the race by her. 32.9 first of these Truggies to get down into a 32. So well done to Maddie.
But also look how close the leaderboard is there, Lefty. I mean, everybody's so close on the leaderboard that Maddie could end up having a really good run here if she just puts in a couple clean laps. It's that close.
Yep, she just bumped up to 4th, and she's 2.7 behind the leader. So we got 7 minutes and 13 seconds left to go, and she's been good. She's been having good. She's going to show these older gentlemen how to get around this track.
Coming up on our 3-minute mark here, 3 down, 7 to go. Jeremy Talent moving to the front with a 33.2 quick lap. Best of the race just put down by Maddie Long, a 32.8. Everybody else has not eclipsed the 32-second barrier yet. So, again, Maddie Long showing some awesome pace here. Just has to put together a full 10-minute run, and I think we both have confidence that she can do that.
Yeah, she's now moved up to 3rd and chasing down Mark Whitlow. She's about 2.2 seconds back of him, and he's 0.8 seconds back of Jeremy Talent, the man with the longest beard in RC. And his eyes closed as he took his picture. I took that picture, so I'm sorry, Jeremy. And but he's out there. He just threw down a 33.4. But Maddie, she's looking to get up there and show these guys what she can do. She's got 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to go and a pit stop. So good stuff to Maddie. I think that is Jeremy Talent right there that we just came across. He's in that blue and white car, I believe. And Mark Whitlow right behind him. Maybe let's find Maddie. Danny, can we find her? I think she's just coming across the line.
Maddie's in the pits right now,
yep.
right in the pit lane.
Coming in for fuel. She should be coming out now, Danny.
Nice clean stop down and away. Back up the tabletop she goes.
Well, let's stay on Davey Talent. I think he's going to give Jeremy some fuel now. Let's see if we can catch that. He's got the fuel gun ready. There's Davey Talent getting ready. Oh, no. Jeremy went out, stayed out, it looked like. He gave that look like, you were supposed to come in. Why aren't you coming in? You need to be coming in and getting some fuel. Well, right now we're on Maddie. She's got that yellow wheels, pink, white, and blue, white wing. We have a flame out. We're on
flame out watch right here. Oh, it's on, looks like that's on CJ Serrano down in that last spot. Serrano been quick. just needs a little bit of luck to go his way. This is a tough layout. There's a pit stop happening right here, down and away.
Jeremy Talent coming in for fuel. His dad, Davey, pitting him.
Serrano getting refired there in the pit lane as well. He'll be back down and away. Just past halfway here. Mark Whitlow, 16, or 18 rather. Wow, these guys are moving fast. 18, 10, 12 is the run, but Jeremy Talent, 700ths behind him. Real good racing up front.
Mad Maddie trying to make up from her pit stop. Just threw down a 33.7. She's now marked 6.8 seconds behind our leader, but that's all going to turn around as these guys have come in for their pits as well. Let's see what it comes out with Jeremy Talent. They see another pit. Ooh, that's a shaky pit right there. A nervous pit man right there. Trying to get it right. I would say that was, let's see, CJ Serrano still not showing marking.
I believe that was Daniel just came in for fuel.
Yep, I think so. There's Jeremy Talent, though. He's out there with that truggy. Blue and white truggy. He's good to go. 4 minutes left. Looking pretty smooth. Had a 39.3 on his out lap.
Looks like a pretty good lap on the way back here.
Yeah, let's see, a 33.9.
Very nice.
So let's see if Mad Matty can throw down some more 32s and catch him up as we see Talent making a mistake. That's going to cost him big time. Getting up in that divot and that hole right there.
32.7 for Maddie Long, a new fast lap, and that puts her up front.
Oh, yeah, Maddie has got the flow. She is flying out there, and she is showing all these older gentlemen that young girl. And Jeremy just makes another mistake. Let's find Maddie. There we are. Maddie right there behind Jeremy on the track, but ahead of him on the scoring board as she's coming through in that associated truggy. Looking pretty smooth. Whole family racing her this weekend. Mom, dad, stepdad's racing, dad's her cheering her on. As she comes across on a 33 flat for her. So Maddie is looking good. 3 minutes left to go. Just keeps it smooth, and she will have a TQ. I'm not sure if she TQ'd the first round. I'll have to go back and look. But she's got a lot more racing because she's running Nitro Buggy as well as E-Buggy today. So lots of racing left for Mad Maddie Long. And we are ready.
And yes, Maddie did TQ round 1, so she is trying to lock it up overall. That would eliminate the suspense for round number 3 of intermediate, but still won't limit the suspense overall because there's a lot of A-main spots up for grabs here. A lot of good racing here in the intermediate Nitro Truggy, brought to you by Ultimate Racing.
What's up, EKJ 24,000? How you doing, man? Left tire salute to you. Hope you guys are having fun down there in Alabama. Probably hot down there, hot up here. But Mad Maddie Long, 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. Jeremy Talent having that long lap, making a lot of mistakes after his pit lane. Maybe the nerves got to him, but nothing's getting to Mad Maddie. She's keeping her composure. She's out there putting on consistent laps, 33.5 for her, so maybe just backing it down a little bit. She does not need to be, oh, wow, there's Jeremy right in front of him. He's made that mistake twice right there. So he's misjudging that apex of that corner and getting caught up in that pipe. But Mad Maddie is now in front of him on the track and in front of him in times, obviously. And
Whitlow's still in the picture, only 3 seconds back.
He is. And Daniel Stote, 9.6 behind him, so she's pretty clear. Jeremy decked on in 11 seconds behind the leader. And let's see what Mad Maddie throws down. 33.2, so she's still clicking off some good laps. Her fastest lap is a 32.7. 1 minute, 18 seconds left to go for the young lady in the Associated. I believe she is from Virginia.
Got one flaming up on the Nitro Pro banner. Let's see who that is. That's the white truck. I believe that may be Orlando. Flame out in the center of the racetrack, trying to get him back to pit road.
See, Jeremy now, he's got that frantic look, like I need to get in front of her. Oh yeah, it is Whitlow. Whitlow looks like he's having a flame out. Yes. And Whitlow, who was running in second, and as we are on board right now, Jeremy Talent marked in third, Mad Maddie Long in first, and let's see when Mad Maddie comes by. That's a 33.8. Jeremy Talent a 34 flat. So Mad Maddie's slightly faster. She just gets by, gets a little breather room. Alrighty, so Mad Maddie just out there clocking off some consistent laps. Well done to Mad Maddie, showing some great composure for a young racer here at the 2023 RC Pro-Am. You see
That is awesome.
Mark Whitlow just walking off a little bit upset. I would be too, so close to finishing off. Maybe he tried to go the distance. Who knows? I would try to go the distance in Truggy as well. Bigger tanks, but well done, Mad Maddie. TQ overall here at the 2023 RC Pro-Am. And we are getting ready for... Okay. Now, yeah, it wants me to do it, apparently.
Congratulations. Good job.
We're with Mad Matty Long, who just took TQ in intermediate nitro truggy. Excellent driving out there. Doing some fast laps. Tell us a little bit about your ride.
Hello?
Tell us a little bit about your drive.
Oh,
No, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Don't look at your dad. You drove really good out there, very consistent. You do on some 32-second laps. Lots of them. I think your fastest was a 32.5. You beat a lot of grown men up there. How do you feel about that?
pretty good.
Yeah. And you look good in e-buggy as well. Got some good points for your team earlier in for round 2. What's your plan going into your e-buggy and nitro buggy runs later on today?
Just to stay consistent and don't crash.
Also, I wanted to say something. We watched you in nitro. I think in nitro buggy or e-buggy, you had some crashes. You kept your composure and you came back. That's very good. Excellent driver for you, showing some good maturity and racecraft.
Thank you.
Now we just got to get you a little bit not shy on the camera. But good job, Maddie Long, and good luck in the rest of your qualifiers.
Thank you.
All right, so that's Maddie Long. We're going to get back to the Sportsman Nitro Truggy here, and I will talk to you guys in a bit.
The first time interview nerves. Maddie Long has really been making a name for herself so far this weekend. That was a great drive, and Lefty, I give you credit. That was you helped her along with that interview. That was good.
She's a little bit nervous in front of the camera. We're trying to break her out of that. I told her if you keep driving like this, you're going to be in front of the camera quite a lot. So get used to it.
Double-edged sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we got Sportsman Nitro Truggy presented by BeachRC.com. Again, another one of those quality over quantity fields. Only 4 in this class, but how about old Johnny DeSanti taking round 1 TQ? We got Corey Humphreys, Drew Singer, the man behind Nitro Pro, and Josh Garbert.
There is Adrian Matos. There's Ryan Rayan. He's pitting Corey Humphreys at the moment. There's Camden Lime. Who's he pitting? He must be Drew Singer. I have not seen Drew all day. He must be hiding in his camper with AC, his trailer. And we have the Baja Bug Buddy that we all saw in the interview. In the first main. So Amber says interview audio is very low. Let us know how it sounded. I can't hear it in the background here, everybody. So if the interview audio was low, let us know so Danny can bump it up a little bit on the next one. Amber says it was low. I'll talk louder next time. Also, she doesn't talk very loud as well, Amber. But we barely get any words out of her.
She lets her drive and do the talking. That's what
she
it is.
drove very well.
That was an awesome race. Now we're watching some Sportsman Nitro Truggy. Again, Johnny DeSanti had a really good first run, trying to nail it down overall. And then up next we have Pro Nitro Truggy. which means I'm going to have to set the mic down in a couple of minutes here and go participate, if you will.
There you go.
I ain't winning anything this weekend, but I can at least fill the field for these guys. So big shout out to Ken Rand for the rent a ride. I'm having a blast, and we'll do what we can to keep it on all four wheels this time.
You know what, Corey Jordan? I want to make sure you share this to Charlie Mack, right, and show him this Baja Bug truggy body, because I know he'll be excited. It's not a truck, but it's a real body. It looks great out there, and you know. But still, Broggy is the future, Charlie Mack. I don't care what you know, what you say. But this Baja Bug body looks pretty good. As we are on board with Johnny DeSanti from up in the northeast, down here in Lake Wakamal.
One of the nicest guys to meet at the racetrack, and he's a very good cook too. He always brings out the heat with all the food at the races. So Johnny having a good run here. Good to see.
Oh, now you told me he's a good cook. I'm going to want to sample some of his vittles.
Well, I'm sure he's got something on hand. Him and Dennis always roll deep with the ingredients, so I wouldn't doubt it.
And right behind him is Drew Singer, the man behind Nitro Pro. Probably, I don't know, maybe Camden did some work on his truck for him. Who knows? Because I know Drew Singer didn't do any work on it. Well, good to see Drew here. Always a pleasure when Drew is here. Alberto Santos doing double duty pit lane down there. He is pitting for everybody. See him down there. Steak and shrimp at PNB, the highlight of the trip, says Derek. For Johnny DeSanti's cooking.
I don't know, man. With all the commenting on the live stream Derek's doing, I'm not sure if much work's getting done at WRCE today. What do you think?
Hey, Derek, no matter if it's he will be sitting at home on the couch watching this. He is always in the chat.
Hardcore RC, man. Derek's one of those boys. If there's a live stream, you can definitely see him contributing, and we definitely appreciate Derek for following along with us today. And wish you were here with us, brother.
So this is the Beach RC Sportsman Nitro Truggy Heat 1 of 1. Only 4 competitors in this race, and we see Zachary Galloway turn you on. He's from up in Yahweh, up in racing, up in
New York. He's a fairly local guy, brand new to the hobby, and he is steadily gotten faster and faster. So shout out to Zach and all the guys back home watching. It's you're watching a good race here at the RC Pro-Am. We're having a blast out here in Lake Wakamal, North Carolina.
Lake Wakamal. So I was informed that that lake is full of alligators. And one of the locals here who messaged me, and he says, "Oh, we go out on these boats." And I said, "You guys can go on the boat. I'll stay on the boat. You guys can go swimming." He says he does not go swimming in this lake. So that's all I need to hear, that I will never, ever go in any water around her. So Lake Wakamal, full of alligators, huge lake. When we flew over, it's like almost perfectly round, and big lake, full of alligators. No, thank you. I'll just stay in the boat, feed them some chicken. Well, right now, Johnny DeSanti out front, and I believe that's Drew Singer right behind him, that all-white car.
Yes, sir. Yep. So Johnny lead by about 8 seconds. Again, trying to nail down overall TQ. So trying to really take out that third round suspense are both Maddie and now Johnny. But DeSanti looking really good in that purple and pink. Another S-Works truck. That's another brand that has really gained popularity the last year or two. A lot of S-Works representation down here in the Southeast. And Johnny DeSanti, he is a northern guy, believe it or not. Here comes Drew in for fuel. Johnny is a northern guy, but he spends a lot of time down here, especially in the wintertime. He gets a lot of jobs down here. And good to see him once again making a trip south as we're at the halfway point just about. You'll start seeing more fuel stops here momentarily.
And if you watch Drew Singer drive his car, he drives it just like his personality. If you watch him drive his car, and then you would know what type of person Drew Singer is. But we're on board with Josh Garbett in that Baja Bug. Best looking trucky out there.
I love that thing. And just a side note, I'm really excited to see that Garbett's still involved in racing. You know, he was the former owner of Scale Racing Motorsports, and now he's former Blue Ridge Motorsports promoter, and good to see him still involved, and appreciate his support for the event as well.
Yeah, so all this stuff used to be his stuff. All the Brentton guys took it over, bought it from him, the staging and all that stuff. That was all part of
absolutely
of the Blue Ridge Nationals and SRS.
Very cool to see that for sure.
Yeah, I was talking to him earlier. Met Josh many years ago. As he comes in for fuel, we see Alberto is doing the fueling for him. Let's see how it looks with that. Okay, there we go. Fuel bottle.
And slowly but surely. That's a very safe pit stop. It got the job done.
I think he'll make the main. So.
Four cars. That's tough, but I think he's got a shot. DeSanti, though, after his outlap, still looking really good. He's got about a 12-second lead here with 4 minutes left, and I think Lefty, I'm going to set the mic down and go run a little nitro truck, and I'll catch up with you a couple races from now.
Good luck, man.
I will do the best I can.
All right, as we start seeing this track develop, the bumps that they filled in, it's going to be very hard to keep this track not full of bumps because these cars are digging them all out. Very loose and low. No, this is my audio. I'm back.
It's DeSanti, Singer, Huff.
Oh, man, it is